Man, oh man, basketball is one hell of a sport. Like this past week of basketball has been flipping insane. Like the FIBA stuff, the NCAA stuff, and then the NBA stuff. Obviously, I hate the NBA. I don't support Adam Silver and whatever the hell he's done to my Golden State Warriors. Steph's injured, trying out new shoes every week. My goodness, man. But there is a lot of shit to talk about, and hopefully we can get through that in today's episode. Thank you guys for tuning in. And yeah, if you enjoyed the video, you disagree with some points, leave a comment. You like the video, leave a like, and subscribe really helps the channel. Thank you so much for listening. And yeah, let's get to it.
You're all going to die! You morons can't challenge the entire world and expect to win! Yeah, bring it on! There's still something I want to hear you say! Tell me you want to live! I want to live!
Let's get into it. Yeah, and just to start off, I guess Steph is out for I think a week, at the least I think, before he's reevaluated and gets to go or whatever. I think he's averaging 28, 3, and 4 on 47, 40, and 92. I guess 3 points is 39.1, but I guess this is a bad 3-point shooting season for him, but pretty good season in general. He's still being guarded at some crazy rates, man. Like I'm telling you, some of the defense you see on this guy, like my dude, he's 6'2", 185, and he's 38 years old, man. Like, chill on my brother, bro. Chill on my brother. Like, I'm not gonna lie, like, I cannot fathom why Joe Lacob and whoever's in charge does not want to just give him some help. Like I don't know how you can play this game continuously and have been a general manager or have run a club, run a team for this long, and see Steph do what he did in 2022, do what he did in 2021. 2022, sure, no need to change the team. See what he did in 22-23 and let the team die after that. I can excuse or understand saying, you know what, this team just won a championship. If I want to run it back, I'm going to run it back. But given the Draymond situation and the Poole situation, if it was just a fight, I think they could have worked it out. But the fact that it became publicized, they were never ever gonna work this out, at least not on an NBA floor. Steph Curry is like, the team's effective field goal percentage goes down when he's off the floor. Like, it is crazy, bro. Like, the team is essentially a negative in majority of the categories, bar blocks and defensive rebounds. Like, Steph Curry contributes to so many points. Steph Curry probably contributes to 40 points a night. And he probably would never, like minimum, and he probably would never get recognition for that because it's either a pass to a pass or just gravity assist, right? Where he pulls to and then passes it in the lane. Like Steph Curry creates open layups at I think the highest clip in the NBA. It is insane that this is what he's capable of doing at 38. Like, he also is now the player with the most 40-point games past 30 years old in NBA history, tied with MJ. One more, he breaks that. However many threes he has, cemented in history. And it's like, why do we look at this guy and take him for granted if I'm a front office? He has very little years left. I'm going all in. The most they've gone in is Jimmy Butler, and that's not going all in. Even if it was KD you got that summer or that transfer window, it's still not It's not going all in because he took you 2 years, and still it's one player that doesn't automatically change the team. It improves the team for sure. Jimmy has been a great addition, and so KD would have been. But is it really like a significant improvement for the season and for going forward? I don't know. It is crazy to me that teams like the Warriors, who have essentially quadrupled their stake, quadrupled their revenue because of a player like Steph, don't even care to help him see out the rest of his career in a great manner. But that's just that. Like, the Warriors are the Warriors. I think the schedule did not help their standings, but that is no excuse for them to be 10-10. Also, in the world of FIBA basketball qualifiers, like the last game I watched, right? There's this guy. He comes up. I think he has the fastest deficit erasure in the entire tournament history. Like, it's crazy what he did. Like, I'm thinking this is a 7-point lead for Great Britain against Lithuania, and this guy, hits a three. They come back, so it's 88-83. He comes up the floor, boom, hits another three, 88-86, and now they're like gasping for points. 3.5 seconds on the clock at half court. Timeout. He gets the ball again, pulls up from essentially half court from the logo for three. 88-86, 88-89, wins the game. What? Like 7 points in 10 seconds, bro. Like, this is what you just love to see stuff like this. Like, this guy has cemented himself in his country's history for what? Like, this isn't even a World Cup game. This is just next level stuff, man. Like, it's awesome stuff. His name is Ignas. Hopefully that is the correct pronunciation. Ignas has cemented himself as one of the greats in his country's history, and I think he's gonna have a great tournament. Yeah, but that's that for the World Cup qualifier. And then you go into the NCAA, man. Like, basketball, I think I keep saying it, right? But like, it's more or less peaked. How do you even advance from this? We're getting very close to basketball, like, just peaking. Like, it's, you see players like Caleb Wilson, players like Ace Bailey in college, players like AJ DeBansto, players like Cameron Boozer, who is still my pick for the number one overall pick in this draft class. And then you try and compare them to what the number ones or what the draft class as a whole looked like a couple years ago, and it's almost night and day. Obviously, they're great players, but like, now you have bigs that shoot at such a high clip. Now you have players that can do everything. Now you have players that are uber capable. Like, even the Florida game, which was 90-17, Xavier Lee. Like, I know some people might have dropped their stock on him, but he was awesome that game. Like, as a whole, basketball is just awesome. Like, it's a perfect sport, and I think people are starting to perfect the way they play. Like, Vanderbilt St. Mary's, good game. BYU Dayton, AJ had only 18, Wright and Saunders were like the two leading guys. Saunders with 29, 8 and 2, and then Wright with 23, 3 and 6, and then AJ obviously had 18, 4 and 3. Still a pretty young guy, so you can't really expect too much. And then obviously you have teams like Indiana, who won by like 44 points, 100-56, or Arizona winning by 37 points. It's just, you can't beat stuff like this. It's insane. But yeah, I love it. I love to see this stuff. And yeah, I love to talk about this stuff. This is basketball, man. Like, I love this sport. Even if you go to the East, you have Cade Cunningham, you have Jalen Duren. This two-man game is insane. Not to mention Cade's progressing at the rate in which a natural first overall pick should. My issue is, I'm not sure if he won the most improved. I don't remember if he did. I know there was a point he was being pushed for it as a candidate, which makes no sense. He's Cade Cunningham. He's the number one overall pick in the draft class. Those people are not most improved candidates. They were always going to improve at such a high rate because they're number one. Same with Anthony Edwards. Same with Shaquille O'Neal. Same with LeBron James. Like, I'm not saying they're the same player. I'm not saying they're the same quality. But I'm saying if you're number one, there's a reason you're number one. Except maybe players like Kenyon Martin. Like, this is the Draymond Green, Kenyon Martin situation. Don't disrespect someone that's this much better than you, bro. Like, if we're being real, Draymond Green is twice the player you ever were, as impact and contribution wise. Sure, Draymond has 4 chips to his 0. Like, he keeps going on about a game where he went 3 for 23. Any player that he puts himself in the bracket with goes 3 for 23. They're still. Steph had 16 points on horrible shooting in the NBA Finals. That destroyed his chances of ever winning Finals MVP in that series. And like, bar that game, he averaged more points, right? And then you have LeBron James, you have Steph, like even KD. Like, these players still get dragged for bad games. This is 2025. This is maybe 9 years out of when Steph performed at that level, and he's still getting dragged for it. So like, what are we even doing here if we're trying to push ourselves as I'm great because I was able to play bad and perform horribly? What? Like, Draymond Green is a role player, or Steph Curry is not a point guard, or Klay Thompson can only shoot because he had Steph Curry and Draymond and KD. Like, you keep raising one person to discredit the other. No, they're all just great players that complemented each other's game excellently well, and you just don't want to accept that. That's why my barometer for basketball IQ is always gonna be the how you view players like Draymond Green. You don't have to like Draymond. In fact, if you don't like him, it's normal, it's natural. I would expect that you don't. But pretending his game is not of quality, I think, is doing a big disservice to basketball. And that's just it for me, though. Shout out Andrew Wiggins. Love you, man. Loved you at the Bay. And yeah, have a great day. Goodbye. And God bless.